Kote katoa and greetings to you in Dunedin. My name is Michael Hartfield. I'm the National Director of Anglican Missions based here in Wellington, and it's a delight to be able to be part of your online synod. Before I start, I just want to thank you so much for your kindness and generosity over this past year. It's been difficult for so many of us and in so many different ways, and today I just want to particularly put out a call to our brothers and sisters in Fiji who are continuing to struggle under the ravages of COVID. We do have it lucky here, and so we should always keep those who are not so fortunate at the forefront of our prayers and our thoughts. About 18 months ago, just before we went into lockdown last year, we adopted a brand new strategy called Te Araho, which means a new pathway. And that new strategy was designed to guide how we do our work and who we do it with. And it's structured in 3 interwoven, interconnected streams. The first is mission action, which is literally what we do and where. The second stream is mission together, or who we do our mission work with. And the third stream is mission profile, or how we tell our stories. My colleague Steph is about to talk to you and provide a few examples of some of the activities that we are doing under each of those 3 streams. Before I leave, I just wanted to put out a shout out for Dot Muir, your mission motivator based in Invercargill. She sits on our overseas mission tikanga Pākehā and represents you in all things mission. She is so patient and generous and tireless with her time and her energy, and we really appreciate what you're doing for us, Dot. I also want to shout out to our extraordinary staff here at Anglican Missions. We simply couldn't do what we're currently without them. So I'm now going to hand over to Steph, and I know that she and Campbell are both looking forward to meeting up with you personally, assuming lockdown restrictions are lifted later in November. God bless.
Kia ora. I'm Steph and I'm the Programs Manager here at Anglican Missions. Here on the screen you'll see a few of my colleagues. You'll see Michael, our National Director, who's just spoken to you, as well as a few of our operational staff and our amazing interns that help us out so much. I just wanted to quickly touch on, who Anglican Missions is and why we do what we do. So we're kind of the mission aid and development organisation of the Anglican Church of Aotearoa, New Zealand and Polynesia. So all of our operations are kind of based around the 5 marks of mission, and we've kind of simplified these into kind of the 5 T's, as you'll see on screen here. So it's kind of to tell the good news of the gospel, teach, baptise, as well as to tend to human needs, as well as treasure God's creation and then transform unjust structures of society. So this is really where our advocacy work comes into play. So all of these marks of mission, like all of our projects, have to align with at least one of these, but most of them cover quite a few. So I just kind of wanted to touch on some of the work we do and also what we've been doing over the last year. So our 3 main operational aspects are our mission work, our aid and development work, as well as our emergency response work. So within our mission work, we are really blessed to be able to support 50% of the costs of NZCMS mission partners, as well as we support clergy throughout the Pacific, as well as Africa and the Middle East. So this support is mainly for clergy to be able to get out there and help within their communities and really be seen doing God's work. Within our aid and development space, this can be quite hands-on, nitty-gritty kind of stuff. So this can be anything from installing water tanks in the Solomon Islands, through to kind of agriculture food security projects, through to women's empowerment projects. It's really a good vast range. And we find it's really awesome because lots of people will always find that one little niche within that area that they really connect with. Another area that we work within is our emergency response. So this is mainly within the Pacific. So over the last 2 years, we've responded to 3 pretty large tropical cyclones, as well as other extreme weather events throughout the globe. Also quite recently within Africa with issues of drought. And that's really where we've been getting in and supporting in the sense of food, as well as helping build back better so people can be more resilient. That's a big focus of our work at the moment within the Pacific as well. kind of disaster response and resilience is what we like to term it. But this is where we have a look and we see what crops can we grow, how can we build our houses, and how can we transform our communities to be far more resilient for when these extreme weather conditions do happen. And unfortunately it is going to increase. Another key area we have been working as well is on kind of strengthening our partnerships. We know that it's proven that if we can work with other partners, we can stop duplication of effort and we can be a lot more effective and get to those who are most in need. So you'll see up here some of our key partners. Some of these have partnered with us on campaigns all the way through to emergency responses. So in our last two tropical cyclones, Tropical Cyclone Yasa and Ana, within the Pacific, we partnered up with Tier Fund to deliver emergency relief there, as well as build long-term resilience. We also partner up with NZCMS through our support of their mission partners, as well as kind of supporting them within their projects. We also work with Christian World Service at the moment. We're working with Child Fund and the Council for International Development. So here on the screen in front of you, you'll see kind of a bit of a spread of what we do and where we do it, and I think this is quite important for people to really be able to see where their money's going and what kind of global impact they are having. You'll also see there is quite a bit of a kind of focus on the Pacific, and this is because we are a 3 tikanga entity and we do really work very closely with the Anglican Diocese of Polynesia as well as the Anglican Diocese of Melanesia and Papua New Guinea. And it's kind of these close relationships that really allow us to do the work that you allow us to do. So kind of touching on where we are now, where we're going forward. So we're really building on our efficiency and accountability. So we're currently, will be our second year of our new monitoring and evaluation policies as well as project reporting requirements. So these are all been brought to be in line with international best practice. We're also currently through the process of getting accredited with the Code of Conduct for the Council of International Development. We are a member, but we're going through the process of being code compliant, and this will mean that we are to all the high standards of international best practice, which is really awesome. And this has also allowed us to kind of share that knowledge as well with some of our key partners to really help them increase their efficiency and effectiveness. We're also really working on being really clear with how people's money's spent, how it works, how it impacts people, as well as kind of having a real focus on being able to tell those stories back. We know that at the moment where we had our most recent lockdowns as well as being quite cut off from the rest of the globe, it's really important to realise that we are still making a global impact, even if we can't see it right before us. I also just want to really quickly touch on one of our current campaigns. I'm not sure who here has heard about the Get One Give One, but it is kind of our kind of big push at the moment. We're really blessed to be able to say that we've raised over $100,000 for it, and all of this money will then be going straight through to COVAX, which is providing vaccines to the world's most vulnerable, who otherwise would not be getting them and could not afford them. The QR code on the screen in front of you, you can scan that on your phone to check it out, as well as going on our website or on Give a Little and searching Get One Give One. So this, was meant to be in person, but I thought it was still good to leave this slide here. So this is me and my colleague Campbell, who's a programs officer. He's actually based in Christchurch, so not too far away. And we're really hoping to be able to come down in November as well to kind of talk to people if they've got any questions. Also, I've chucked in an email address there, so flick us through any messages if you have any thoughts, comments. We're very welcome to feedback and ideas, as well as supporting other people in any of their aid or development projects they're looking at doing. I just wanted to again say a huge thank you for all of your support. Without it, we wouldn't be able to continue doing what we're doing. Thank you.